2 Forest players out of the game, pick the perfect pass, and then Barry, touch, out his feet, goal. That's the little areas of quality that you need to win them games.
You could see that he's got it here. Obviously, Jimmy, he's been an unbelievable player for us. I think when we signed, I think I've said it numbers of times, I think he's more or less, he's under the radar really. Not many people give him the credit he should, but I think obviously performances like that and what people are really seeing what he does now for the team, I think he should deserve a lot more credit than what people really give him.
He's so good. Would you say player of the match today, James Garner? There's shouts for so many people, like we could go for everyone really.
I think I would. I'll say, but it was very close. I think the 2 centre-halves, I think obviously James Tarkowski, I think he was solid at the back today, but I think, yeah, if you go to pick one out, I would say James Garner, but I think the 2 centre-halves and obviously the team in it, but performance-wise, I think it was good from everyone. To get a result there, that was hard. That was hard seeing the lads running and obviously putting a shift in. It was a hard game though.
That's the 3rd time we've gone to the City ground and come away 3 points in a row, which makes it seem like it's an easy place to go. We just go and pick 3 points up. But when you watch that performance, that was a graft.
It was. That was a hard fought. That was to get the 3 points there, and obviously the way the team unfolded and the way it was, the game itself, they put us under a lot of pressure. Obviously, they had the majority of the ball. We had patches, like I said, but not really controlling the game as I would like them to. But we had patches in it where we created stuff, but obviously they put us under so much pressure. It was a defensive display, I think, just from the minute really. I think the first 5-10 minutes, I think we looked good, and then obviously we got a goal, and then it just obviously we defended from them on.
Yeah, but got 3 points.
That's the main thing.
That's the most important part. If you'd have said 4 points from Burnley Forest, we'd have probably aimed for 6, but 4 is good going.
Yeah, I would take that. I would have took the 3 points at Burnley.
And 1 here.
And 1 here, yeah. That's what I would have. But obviously we've done it the other way around, so
4 points is 4 points.
Is exactly, you can't change it, yeah.
Merlin Roll, filling in at right back.
It was a bit of a strange one. I think we were scratching our heads, but obviously because
Darren on commentary, that was good.
Yeah, they were obviously.
It's got to be Roll coming off. Yeah. It's number 2.
He did look tired, and it's obviously he has put a shift in. But then to put him at right back, obviously I think the manager's seeing something what we haven't in a way of what he's capable of and how much fitness he's got. So no, it was like good on him. Do you know what I mean? Just to put a shift in there and go to right back, which obviously. It was a shock to us, but he done well for us.
I think everyone did well as well. Tim Irigboonham.
Yeah, another one, yeah.
If the pair of them, James Garner and Tim in the middle, I think Garner edges getting the Player of the Match award simply based on a goal and an assist. You can't not give someone who's just done that no matter what he did for the rest of the game. But I think that was Tim's, I don't know if you would agree, that was his best game in an Everton shirt. Maybe not quite keeping hold of the ball so much, but he was just everywhere.
He
was
broke
getting
a lot
his body
of
in
balls
the way.
up. Yeah.
He was winning up slide tackles, blocks, interceptions, everything.
That was the type of game. I think the game suited him in a way that obviously he's getting match sharp, he's getting match fitness. I keep saying every time here, when people are coming in, you need games. You need games, obviously, to get your sharpness, to get your mind, to get everything is the tempo of the Premier League. You do need games under your belt. So it is quite, in a way of, everyone's too quick to jump onto a person when they're just back and to say, well, he's not good enough. It is quite hard because the sharpness and the quickness of the Premier League now is unbelievable. They're so fit. So yeah, it's one of them where you see it, and the game probably suited him that to break a lot of things up, and which he did. And as I'm saying, I think majority, you would say every player, but a shift and looked good for us, which you need in them type of games. So yeah, I can say, yeah, you're right, but I think every one of them, I think every one player, you can more or less put your hat on and say, well done, and pat them on the back.
They were all patting each other on the back at the end then. Mikalenko ushered, I think it was Amari Hutchinson, out to play, did really well. Everyone's running over. The team spirit, the camaraderie, that's got to be important when you're playing a game on Saturday, a game on Tuesday, a game on Sunday, because they are all going to be
It's massive to have like the team spirit. It's massive in the club. It pulls you through games. We've seen it at Man United. It pulls you through like games. It does help massively. And obviously again tonight, that was hard being there away. It's a hard game. It is. And obviously when it's not really going for you, you need a team spirit, you need the players, the individual players to pull it out, and sometimes it's not there, and sometimes you just need a little scrappy in a way of some magic from James Garner and then Barry to score as well. So it's there in the team, but that's the starting point. Having team spirit is massive in the club.
Tierno Barry loves playing against Forest as well. He scored here at Hill Dickinson when we played them. He scored again. There is 2 goals for Everton. 2 very different games though, to be fair. We had a lot more of the ball when we played them at Hill Dickinson. He was a lot more on the ball, link up play and stuff like that. He basically just got fouled for 90 minutes today. But when he had that one chance, he took it, and that's what you want from your striker.
Exactly, that's how you want. And obviously, you want more of this now. Obviously, being in here, we control the ball a lot more. We had the ball, but we were playing a lot more better football-wise. But obviously, going there, we didn't have the ball as much. We just had it in patches. So it was hard for him. But to get the chance and obviously put it away, that's a big bonus for us. That's a good point. And obviously, we need more of it. But it's a good to see that he gets the chance and puts it away straight away. It's good for us.
If we took our Everton hats off and looked at it from a neutral perspective, if you were a Forest fan, would you be frustrated at the way they've gone about their game plan? Do you think they've kind of just played into Everton's hands defensively? Like, we've got James Tarkowski, who I don't think I've ever seen him lose a header. Jake O'Brien has been moved to centre-back, who is 6'6", I think. Not only that, he's quick, he's tall, he's just incredible stature at the back. And they've basically just slung crosses in for 90 plus minutes.
It's obviously the game plan they had, but obviously that's what obviously the managers told them what to do. So it's a game plan with what I think it was. And to be honest, it did put us under pressure. It's hard defending crosses for 90 minutes. It's very, very hard.
Sure.
They possibly could have had a couple of chances. They had a couple of missed headers. Obviously Pickford a save coming to the far post. So they had chances from them. It's just we took our chances. Yeah. That's it. They had the majority of possession, I'll probably say, watching the game. But yeah, I wouldn't, as a Forest fan, I wouldn't be disappointed in losing the game, yeah. But I wouldn't be disappointed in the performance what the lads shown for them. I think they played all well. They put us under pressure. We're saying we were under pressure. The lads obviously they worked the socks off Everton. So yeah, at Forest, I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd be disappointed in losing, but yeah, not up to the performance what they put in.
I think that then just amplifies how well we've done to go there and come away once again with 3 points. And it could have once again been 3-0. Yeah. James Tarkowski was fuming at himself for not scoring a header.
Yeah, it was a good chance for him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had obviously the odd little chance like that. We took our 2. Obviously saying James Tarkowski had that chance. That was a big chance. But they had a couple of chances. They did. But obviously we took ours. Obviously we had the better players in their moments to take them and obviously punish them. But this is football. It's very, very fine margins. But defensively, as all, I think we were like the team. We stuck out, and the character in our squad, the spirit what we had, that pulled us through, and that's what you need, to be honest, as a team going forward. You need that.
It was a little bit of class that we were maybe missing against Burnley as well. Then just couple of moments.
It happens. This is football. This is what it is. It's just like that game against Burnley was a poor to watch. It was hard. You were waiting for something like that, and it doesn't happen. This is what it is. You have moments in games where you'll have a little slice of luck, or you'll have a moment where you need to take it. We took ours today. That's it. It happens. That's football, and you've got to move on. We've moved on from we got a point. Obviously, it's great getting the points, but looking back, I wasn't happy. I wanted the 3 points, but obviously looking back at now, it's the same team.
Fine, isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of them. You can get frustrated with performances and results, but obviously tonight is obviously special for the lads. That will bond them even more. That having a result like that puts them even more together.
Like you said, Premier League football is such fine margins. We had a little look at the Premier League table, at least live when we looked at it about 10-15 minutes ago. There is still games ongoing that kicked off 45 minutes after ours did. We are 4 points off 4th, I think it was. But also, there's loads of teams in between that. There's so many teams just behind us. It is a crazy Premier League table this year, and it's super easy to get ahead of ourselves. To be a little bit more pragmatic about it, we are not in the position to be pushing on and becoming a Champions League club. We want to become a Champions League club, but we're not going to be finishing. Yeah. And I think playing in the Champions League probably would ruin us for squad depth next year. Is that where you've got to take a step back as an Everton fan and be a little bit more balanced about it and say, if we are aiming for 10, 9, 8, 7, this is the way the season's going to go, and that's okay so long as we bounce back. Like, you are going to get them scrappy games against Burnley where you just only get a point and you're a bit annoyed by it. But if you bounce back against Forest, that's good, and we'll look back in the season and say, do you know what, that actually went quite well.
You're right, but you want to see a consistency. You want to see consistent performances. Obviously, you're all going to get games where you don't win. Like, we've had games here at Tottenham where we played really well and lost. Do you know what I mean? You're scratching your head thinking, how is that possible? Like, Tottenham were nowhere near where we was. We were 10 times better. So you're going to get games where it's like that, but you just want to see a consistent performance. You want to see consistency of players, the levels you want to see them at. It was hard against Burnley when there was somebody, obviously we're missing key players, I know that we are, but it was hard to watch. There was no one really who took the game by the scruff of the neck. There was no one who really forced people to put a shift in to make something happen. It was quite dull. So consistent wide performance, that as a fan, that's what I would like to see. Even though you might not pick up the points, you want to see the performances of the players and knowing, will they have got another level? It just wasn't our day-to-day. That happens. This is the Premier League. It does happen, but picking the points up is a big thing as well. That's what everyone wants.
And putting in big performances today. Two players who put in an absolutely quality performance today are our two goal scorers, James Garner and Tierno Barry. And we are delighted to be able to hear from them now.
Philip speaking to James Garner and Tierno Barry. James, given all the events conspiring against you and the resources of the team, that must go down as a great victory.
Yeah, no, we knew it was going to be tough coming here. We've got a lot of injuries. A couple of lads have gone to AFCON, so we were very short. But, to come away with a 2-0 victory here is very impressive.
What do you feel the key was to it?
To keep a clean sheet. We've not been the best this season at keeping the ball out the back of our net. So I think that was key, and we defended very well as a team.
And in terms of the goals, they were both really good moves as well. Was that important that if you were able to get something together, you had to finish it off?
Well, yeah, we were on the back foot for the majority of the game, so the message was as soon as we win the ball back, let's make sure that we're clean, and that's what we was. We were very clinical in the moments that we got.
And the man next to you weighed in with the second goal. How important was that, Tierno?
Very good. Always I talk with Jimmy. I told him to play more higher for giving me a good pass, and today he gave me this assist, so he deserves.
He's giving you the player of the match early, but you can take it, James. I mean, in terms of an all-round team effort as well, what will that do for the players going forward?
Yeah, no, a lot of lads were making the first start this season. A lot of lads coming back from injury, and that's massive now. We need everyone going into the second half of the season. So for everyone to get now some minutes is going to be massively important now.
And a couple of goals as well away from home after it'd been a bit of a struggle lately in front of goal, hadn't it?
Exactly, yeah. I think it was 3 games that we hadn't scored in. So, to come away with 2 goals away from home is massive. So we need to take it going into the home game on Sunday and hopefully some more goals and a win.
And Tierno, 2 goals against Nottingham Forest now. Would you like to play them every week?
I think yes. In this morning, I watched the video of Lukaku, and I say, okay, today I need to do like him, and I score. So I'm very happy, and I hope to play against Nottingham Forest to score another goal.
Well done to you both. Have a safe trip home.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Well done.
Tierno channeling his inner Lukaku. Yeah. I'll take it. He scored loads of goals for us when he was here. That was with his left foot as well, that finish.
Yeah.
It was a good one. James Garner touched on AFCON, which obviously is like a broken record at this point with us talking about squad depth. I'm not going to go so far as to say they're not going to get back in the team because one of them is Iliman Ndiaye and he's arguably our best player. Do you think Idrissa Gueye might struggle to break up that midfield partnership that Tim and James have got going on? They've been playing really well the past few weeks.
They have. I think he's going to give the manager something to think about. And that's obviously the players down to them. That's them not putting a shift in. Obviously, Tim, he's got to make the manager make a big decision. I think James's position is concrete. That's there wherever he's going to play, or the manager has put him in the scene. But I think it's up to the players coming in to make the manager have a headache. Really, yeah, it is.
If AFCON finished tomorrow and Garner was back, Garner Gueye, who would you play? Tim or Idrissa?
I would play Tim.
Keeps his spot until he does something where you think, right, let's give Idrissa a run.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I think he deserves it. I think what the lads have done and the shifts they put in, you can see Tim's getting better and better and better. And obviously, I think it's just games. I think he does need games under his belt to see the best of Tim. But yeah, I think at the moment he deserves. I think as a player, you can get frustrated really quick when someone's been out for a bit and then coming straight back in, and then you feel like you've done nothing
so
wrong.
well.
Yeah, why change? So yeah, I think you can ruin players' confidence, and I would hate to see that with him, but I don't know what of a person he is. So I think he deserves the spot. I do.
That's going to be something interesting for the manager to balance then with Dibbling and Njai, because we're just brushing that one off. It's Ilham Njai. He's unbelievable. He's arguably our best player. Tyler Dibbling's been, I know James Garner's just one man of the match, we're talking about how everyone's been really good. Across those two games where he started both games, if you had to pick one player, it's Tyler Dibbling. He's played well in both games, whereas he was the standout in Burnley, and everyone played well this week, or today, same week. That's going to be hard for David Moyes to manage, because Tyler Dibbling is going to be the same as Tim, being like, I've played well.
Yeah. It's
but Njai is Njai.
This is the managers. This is the problems they have, and the players what they give the managers the problems. It's good because that's a healthy squad. Then that's you want them problems to have, and being around the team, you want them as a manager. The decisions you want them people knocking on the door, because then you've got a healthy squad. You've got the players who are fighting for each position they can really. So as a person and being around football. Yeah, you want them. That's the squad you want. You don't want where people are happy to sit on the bench or not even get picked. You don't want them. They don't offer really anything really for you. So you want people fighting. You want people demanding and knocking on the manager's door.
I think we're quite lucky actually as well with that midfield three across where they all seem to be able to play quite a few positions. I can't pretend I've watched any of Senegal's games, but to the best of my knowledge, Illy's been playing in the middle. Dewsbury Hall is out injured. The manager holds his cards really close to his chest. We don't. Injuries is as far as David Moyes will say when you ask him why people aren't playing. Illy could come in and play in the middle. Grealish could play in the middle. Illy used to play on the left wing and has now been playing right wing for us because Grealish has come in. McNeil played really well today. Yeah, it's a good problem to have when we're talking about how decimated the squad is, how I think Darren mentioned on commentary, 4 of the players on the bench weren't even on the programme. Yeah. We're now sitting here saying, we've got too many players. How are they all going to play? They're all so good.
Yeah, it's good to have that the players can play in a number of positions. It's good for them, do you know what I mean? And good for us. Of a team, players of that quality can play in a number of positions. That's massive for us. So it's at the end of the day, it's the manager. He's the one who's picked the team. We can think and say who we want, but at the end of the day, it's the manager. He makes the major decision. That's why he's a manager. So I wouldn't like to be in his shoes and have the pressure. So it's one of them. It's their decisions. It's up to them. It's a hard one, but I think having the players, I think as a fan, it's good to see that we've got players what can play them number of positions and deal with the pressure that football now is.
It's a good one to have, and we are coming into January with the January transfer window. It's nice to be able to sit here and say, oh, maybe we don't need to sign tons of players. And another manager has spoken about always wanting to improve his squad, but it's not always realistic to bring players in January. It's the middle of the season. The club you're trying to bring them from are going to hike the price up. You're integrating them in the middle of the season rather than during pre-season. Is there anywhere... I think right back is the glaringly obvious position when we're then playing mail and roll at right back. Yeah. But if we're not having to target the 10, the right mid, the left mid, because we're talking about how many players we're going to have once everyone's back, that's good. And we can focus on picking up a fullback maybe.
Yeah, I think as a balance, as a team, I think that is a position we need to cover, have a position filled in. I do think that right back is the one. But yeah, obviously, the manager knows, he'll know. I think he's playing us down. I think he's playing his cards close to him. He knows what's going on and around the club and what more or less plays they want to go for. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know what will happen. Obviously, the manager does, and obviously the people behind the club will know and have the feelers out. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. This is the club's decision. I don't know.
Do you think we've got more, I'm going to say, attraction, a bigger pull than perhaps we had in the summer as a club, where the manager's spoken in press conferences about having lists of players that he wants to bring in and them not necessarily wanting to come because he's been in relegation battles for the past few seasons, because they're being approached by other teams that are playing in the Europa League or the Conference League or whatever it may be. Now, you look at us attracting somebody like Jack Grealish, and he's come and he's done well and he's playing really well. We've got a new stadium. We're not in a relegation battle. We're looking at, could we get into Europe? Does that make players go, take notes? Like, as a player, would you played every single game for Everton, so you're probably a terrible person to ask, but maybe if we had Stubbsy on again, he was going bouncing about, wasn't he? But
it's got to obviously be a positive effect. It's got to. I don't see why someone would want to be in a relegation fight or playing in a stadium which, obviously, no disrespect, but a lesser stadium than what this is. Obviously, this is brand new. It's an unbelievable stadium. Everyone will say that. So yeah, I think it is a massive positive. But the main thing is that the club it looks stable. It looks like it's getting better and better. So I think that's a massive, well, it's a positive for us, for any other player coming, as well as you got Jack Grealish here, which is massive for us. So I think it's a good point for us to attract players.
We're definitely moving in the right direction.
Definitely, yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
We are now lucky to be joined by a man who's probably going to be a lot more talkative than he usually is, because I'm sure he's absolutely delighted that we've just took 3 points on the road. It is, of course, our manager, David Moyes.
David, fantastic victory given the circumstances. How highly do you rate it?
Oh, it's right up there, I have to say. I mean, I was coming here with a lot of trepidation because of the amount of players we've got out injured or away at AFCON. And we hadn't performed greatly against Burnley, and then we lost 2 players in that game. So coming into it tonight, I was a bit worried, because I think Nottingham Forest have been playing really well. They played well against Manchester City at the weekend. So I thought it was going to be difficult, and it certainly was a difficult game. They'd done a lot of really, really good things, but I thought we defended brilliantly well and well organised, and made it hard for them to score.
The organisation was obviously the base, but then when you did cobble a couple of really good moves together, you got the finishes.
Yeah, we did. And I thought we'd missed a couple of opportunities. When we got the goal, I thought we were playing quite well in the early part of the game. And then we gave away a couple of simple things, and it gave them encouragement. And we had to keep defending a lot longer. But there was times when we were sort of on the counter-attack and we won the ball back. We looked dangerous, and more dangerous than we have been recently. But Jimmy Garner made a big difference, obviously, his goal and the pass he made for Tierney for the second goal.
Yeah, did he really relish the position he was in today, do you feel, as well? Because he seemed to be able to link things on the odd occasion you could get them together.
Yeah, look, Jimmy's a sort of multi-task player. He can do so many jobs, you know. We could have played him right back today and with us not having many available. Pato had only come in, hadn't really had much football, but he done a really good job as well. So like great credit to the boys. The boys who come into the team, the boys who are coming in, haven't played much football, done really, really well tonight.
You mentioned the defensive resilience. Forest had 52 crosses in the end. Yeah. I mean, that's an unbelievable effort from your players to sort of quell those attacks.
Yeah, didn't know it was as many as 52, but it felt like it, I've got to tell you, in the touchline. But I have to say it was brilliant defending of them. And I said before, Nottingham Forest played well and done a lot of good things. We just defended really well, and we didn't have too many big chances to give up. It was only really in the last stages of the game, you know, last 4 or 5 minutes where just when things were opening up, they had 1 or 2. But apart from that, we'd done a very good job.
Will it also do a lot for the fringe players who haven't had a lot of football when they can come in and make an impact like that and get a victory like that?
Well, sometimes you play the players in maybe cup games, and when they all go in together, it's never so good. I think when 1 or 2 come in, they have to step up to it, and I thought the boys done a good job tonight. Look, we need our players back, because we need all the main players back to give ourselves a chance of being really pushing. But I have to say, tonight's performance was a great result away from home against a team who have got good players and good team, and probably fighting in a way to stay away from the bottom end of the table. So all credit to our lads.
Well done, sir.
Cheers, thank you.
Come on, safe trip
Cheers,
back,
thank
David.
you.
See you soon.
Did I detect a smile from David Moyes?
He'd be happy, yeah, that's happy. That's him being happy. He rightly so, though. That's obviously the team performance was unbelievable.
It's like a Paul Hollywood handshake, innit? Rare, but when they come, it's so good, right? Before we finish off the show, I've got a few bits for you all who are watching. First of all, if you want to get yourself down to Goodison Park, we have got under-18s action in the FA Youth Cup, where they'll be hosting West Ham United on Friday, the 16th of Jan. That, of course, is where the WSL for the women's team, where their games take place. You can find all the information and pick up some tickets for that on the website. That is, I believe, as simple as evertonfc.com/tickets. Go and check that out. We will be back, myself and Tony. You're here on Sunday, aren't you, Tony?
Yep.
We'll be back for the Brentford game. Just before we go, quick look ahead to that. Same again, 2-0, why not?
Yeah, we'll take that.
52 crosses, nod them out the box. Thank you very much. Another 3
Easy,
points.
isn't it?
52.
Yeah, obviously they'll have sore heads.
I was going to say.
It's hard. That's the two centre halves. They were good today.
I've enjoyed myself. It's good when you get 3 points.
It's always good, yeah.
I hope you guys have enjoyed watching as well at home. We will see you, like I said, again. You guys are all members. You know how it works. You're already signed up. You're watching the exclusive coverage. We'll see you for the pre-match show across all the digital channels, and you guys have got the exclusive commentary, half-time and full-time for myself and Tony on Dockside Live. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have all enjoyed it as much as me and Tony have, and we'll see you on Sunday for Brentford at Hill Dickinson. It's going to be a good one.